How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Marvel's Alien. This is issue 8, and this just came out a bit ago. For those of you guys who are keeping up with this month after month, the last issue of this was in September. We went all October without having an issue, and it was supposed to come out the first week of November, but it got delayed to the second week, so that's kind of sad. I don't know what's going on over at Marvel, but if we take a look at the very back of the book, up next, A number 9, and that's called Devil in the Garden. But look at this release date, on sale 1/5/22. So this next issue is not coming out till after December, in January, first week of January. And I like this series, but it seems like, you know, we're skipping months, which is crazy. You know, you think it'd be monthly, but it appears to be every other month. I heard someone at the comic book shop say that there's a rumor that there's like a paper shortage or something and Marvel can only print so many books. And I don't know what's really going on, but it's really sad that, you know, there's delays in this book because I really do like it. I wish I could read it faster, but, you know, right now we're doing every other month. Let's go ahead and take a look at this cover. I actually got a variant cover. They all pretty much look like this. I don't know why my store got all variants, but I mean, I don't mind as long as I can read the book. But it is this really nice cover. You know, this is more of a rural alien story, which we haven't really seen. And to see this nice portrait of a lady sitting in this chair with an alien egg on the mantle and it's got her face, there's something, you know, that grungy alien sci-fi mixed with that, you know, rural homestead life. And I really do like this cover. So, you know, even if I had the choice, it would be a tempting pick between the two of them, you know. And I really do love this variant. I might pick up the A if I see it again later. I try to collect all the A's, but this is a fun variant, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and open it up to the credits page, because, you know, credit where credit is due, as I always say. And we get the previously on summary of Alien, summary of Aliens, summary of the first plot arc, and then a reminder about what's going on now, how there's a religious group, they did a terraforming job in exchange for the rights to the planet, but the ship that was supposed to have the people on there to sign the contract to transfer ownership over of the planet, that crashed, and there is an alien aboard, and we get Revival, part 2 of 6. So I do like that they tell you how many are in this plot arc. And once again, written by Phillip Kennedy Johnson with art by Salvador Larroca. And as always, we get a little schematic in the top here. And this is for the ship that just crashed. Vessel is the Heracles, is that it? Destination, Euroside, that's the planet. Captain is Lee, and AI designation is Toby. And it goes, warning, off course, and it's going to crash. And the incident talks about how there's a contaminant, an alien aboard, you know. So let's jump into the story proper. We open up with, you know, the crash from last time. You get this big spaceship, you know, and all the wreckage it caused. And you get to see these song lyrics. They're singing a hymn for the Spinner religion. And I do really like this, you know, hymn. It tells you a bit about what their religion's like, and really does make it feel more real. But they talk about the mother's loom, really similar to the Greek fates, but the mother's loom that spins out, you know, time, and how when we die, we return to the loom. So it appears they believe in some form of reincarnation, maybe, and time being cyclical. It's an interesting thought, and I do like, you know, if you're going to invent a religion for this book, to make it unique and yet incorporate elements from earthly religions. And, you know, it's cool to learn about their beliefs, especially expressing them through a hymn. But anyway, after the funeral, they talk obviously about what's going to happen, and they start to argue a bit. They're like, that ship was expensive. Do you really think they're gonna get another one out there? And will we ever really have the rights to the planet? You know, if this deal didn't go through, are they gonna try to do the deal again? Or are they just gonna say, nah, that was your last chance and it's all over? So it's really hard to say, and of course, tensions are quite heated, and it's, you know, this whole debate like, what do we do and how do we ensure that we get the planet we worked so hard for and was promised to us? We also get the main girl saying that she saw what she refers to as dogs of perdition. So the aliens they're seeing as some sort of like apocalyptic figure, but no one else saw them, and they begin to worry that it was just in her head, you know, and that's actually one thing that comes up later. Her friend Ambrose, she confronts him and says, how do they know I'm sick? Did you tell people? And he goes, I didn't have to tell people. It's obvious you're sick and everybody knows, you know. So I did like that reveal, because, you know, she's keeping it a secret. How is she going to tell people? Well, facts are facts, is they can just figure it out. But she tells people, don't go out at night, and if you do go outside, be armed, which of course not everybody's going to do. And this couple sneaks out, and at first I thought they wanted to drain the fuel from the spaceship so it didn't contaminate the soil, but the main girl's like, no, there's a monster out here, best to not die, it's okay if we lose some soil. And I thought that's what these two are doing at first, but it's actually these two are having an affair. The guy's married and cheating on his wife with this girl, and they sneak out and they look at the wreckage and they talk about, you know, what their life here will be like, you know, for the rest of their life. But of course, it's not gonna go well, and you see they go aboard the ship and they have a debate, you know, all the alien resin all over the wall. The guy's like, that's just heating insulation, right? Well, we of course know that it's not, and the guy gets picked off. And by the way, look at that. Like, for real, Dark Horse had the rights, and one of the things when they transferred over to Marvel is I'm like, will Dark Horse actually go, will Marvel actually go as far as Dark Horse did? But that is a good bit of gore with the alien punching through the back of his head. And major props, Marvel, you're actually keeping this book at its mature rating, which it really needs to be, and I'm glad Marvel is okay with doing more hardcore horror. So that's really fun. They wake up the next day and they find quite quickly that the two people are missing, and they go into the woods. They find the guy's dead body, but they think the girl might still be out there somewhere. Now, I'm not going to go any farther in the plot because I don't want to do any spoilers, but that being said, there is some really cool stuff towards the end of this book, and I definitely recommend checking it out. There's some alien action, but in addition to the alien action, there is a pretty fun plot element that gets plopped down at the end. It's something I totally didn't see coming, even though they've done things like this in the past in alien stories. But they get to that plot reveal at the end, and I'm like, wow, that's some twist, you know? And I definitely like it. You know, this new plot arc, the first one, you had a few characters that you really got to know. In this one, you kind of just know the main girl and a few of the auxiliaries. So I am really looking forward to character building for auxiliary characters in this book. Because right now, you pretty much just know the main one and her friend, you know? So I'm looking forward to more character development. Also, the thing that I'm kind of thinking with this this new plot arc is the first one had a lot more like nerdy alien revelations, more about their species, and just being set on a farm instead of science-based. You know, I'm wondering, will we get any nerdy alien revelations? You know, will we get any more input on their species? And that might not be the case, but, you know, if it's a cool story, it's a cool story, and it is definitely in a setting we haven't seen the aliens in before, and it's not as sci-fi, but it does have that rural horror element, which is still horror, so I'm still interested in it. It's just a different type of horror than we had seen the franchise do before. So I am curious how this plays out. I did like the first one quite a bit, and I'm still kind of trying to find my place with this new plot arc, but it does seem pretty fun and pretty different, and we'll have to see. Like, we're only at the 1/3 point. We'll have to see how this plays out. I just really hope that doing every other month doesn't kill the momentum, you know, because I'm kind of wanting to, you know, dig into the story, really get invested, but if it only comes out every 2 months, it's going to be harder to do. So I hope whatever's going on at Marvel gets resolved and we can get these back to coming out monthly. But until then, I guess I'll see you guys in the new year for another one of these. Well, for the aliens, you'll still see me around covering other comic books. I do a comic a week, so if you guys want to check that out, I have a bunch more stuff. But anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. If you guys want to see more, you can click there and see more. That will be my Marvel's Alien playlist. If you want to see my review for every issue from the beginning, click right there. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.